Hey guys, so this is how monk mode changed my life. Hey guys, my name is Medi. The channel's name is Meditate, sort of like meditate. And if you're new here, drop a like and subscribe for more content that's mainly surrounding wellness, personal growth, and self care. I'm journaling my life and hoping that someone learns something out of it. And yeah, let's get into it. When it comes to monk mode, the first thing you think about is meditation. But the thing with that is it's not. It's not just meditation. It's a whole lot more. It's about discipline. It's about focusing on the hard things that you loved to do before that you can't do while you're on monk mode. And it's basically shutting down all forms of distractions that you have and focus on only one thing, and it's the betterment of yourself. So, monk mode is probably the toughest mode that anyone can get into just because it's you have to put your full focus on personal development. It stems from meditation to exercise to eating healthy to reducing your screen time, and it's all just you and your surroundings. It can get boring. It's what you do with that boredom that actually benefits you. And usually, in the beginning of monk mode, I really struggled because I took a 6 month monk mode journey, and that was the toughest because I I lived, breathed, and spoke meditation, journaling. I tried to exercise at least like 2 hours a day. My diet wasn't the best because I tried to keep it consistent, and I just kept falling back. After like month two, I fall back, and I'm like, okay, I have to redo this for another 2 3 months, and hence the 6 month long monk mode. I just wanted to perfect it. So, what's monk mode? Monk mode is basically this mode that you get into for. I'd give it 3 months. I'd give myself 3 months to enter this mode where I just do five things. I meditate and journal. I diet. I stay away from social media and reduce my screen time. I exercise, and I just try to be present and not overindulge. And I think with these five things, you will definitely see a lot of benefits from it. One of them being clarity, just the fact that you don't drink alcohol or you don't indulge in smoking, or which I don't do anyway, but if you stop that and you stop doing stuff that is harmful to you but also is something you want to secretly do, that in itself is very powerful, just changing the trajectory of things. So to start off, meditation, a no-brainer. You just sit there and meditate every morning, every night. Give yourself 3 minutes minimum if you can. I know that one of the people I look up to in this space is Hamza. He actually talks a lot about this, and he talks about how meditation changed his life, but he started with 3 minutes and he couldn't even do 3 minutes. So it's completely normal if you can't even do 3 minutes of meditation, but once you start getting the gist of things and you start to meditate regularly and push through that discomfort, you'll get to a point where it just is like something else you do in the mornings. So it just becomes a habit. And journaling, I mean, come on, journaling, it's something I talk about every video that I post, but trust me, it helps quite a lot. Get yourself a book like this and just journal, write down. And journaling is changing the game for a lot of people, and it does change the game for a lot of people. I mean, just look at every successful person to ever walk this earth. They all journaled. Every single one journaled. And I feel like it's best if we at least walked in their footsteps and did the same, because that way you will see a lot of things that you probably just thought of and didn't really give life to until you wrote them down and saw them in front of you. And it can also be just you writing down what you hated that day, and then crushing the paper and throwing it in the trash, I guess. And that does a lot for you as well. And obviously exercising is just, it's a no brainer as well, but exercising does do a lot for your body, your mind. I mean, I don't think I have to get into that, but you get the idea. And social media, for me personally, did a lot. I unfollowed every account that affected my mindset and affected my focus and my energy. And once I did, when I go to scroll, I only see pages that are actually helpful, or pages that share motivational stuff, or anything about business. And that way, while I'm scrolling, I'm actually learning something, as opposed to just scrolling mindlessly and not benefiting anything from that. And reducing your screen time to at least 2-3 hours a day. It sounds impossible, but reducing your screen time is big. It's crazy big, because you, let's put it this way. Let's take LeBron James. LeBron James, you basically spend time watching him do something great while he's doing something great, if you know what I mean. He's not actually spending his time on Instagram scrolling. He's actually out there doing stuff while you're watching him do that stuff, which is, I mean, I love LeBron James, of course, who doesn't, but I would rather do instead of sit and watch someone else do. And I think that's when it clicked for me. When I was like, I'm watching this person succeed while I'm sitting down here scrolling and just watching him do it, when I can definitely do that. And, well, not the LeBron James part, but the successful part, I guess. It just doesn't feel right anymore for me to go to social media and scroll around and watch other people succeed. I'll support them 100%. I support that. But it doesn't feel right to just sit down and watch them do it, when I know I could be using that half an hour to go read something that'll help me take a different path and grow, I guess. Next is diet. Oh my god, when it comes to diet, yeah, I used to have cookies and milk as my breakfast. That was my healthy breakfast. Or cereal, like Cheerios were healthy for me at the time. It was ridiculous. Like, the relationship I had with food was insane. Like, I ate junk food, I ate sweets, and I thought it was fine, until I found out how bad it was, and watched a few biased documentaries, obviously, but it still helped me change my mind. And eating healthy, I look, everyone has a definition for health. You can be vegan, you can be pescatarian, you can have a keto diet. Like, we'll just leave it at healthy. If you eat healthy, obviously you're gonna see a change, not only in your body but in your mind, because what you feed your body, you also feed your mind. So if you are eating sweets constantly and then you stop, just watch how your mind reacts. Watch how you actually start to feel. And to start monk mode, you're probably going to need some motivation. And the best motivation I can tell you to get is having that silent anger, like that quiet rage, that where you just have enough of everything. You have enough of your habits, how you are as a person, and you just commit to this mode for 3 months and know and expect that you will get something out of it. And trust me, doing just 4 of these 5 things, you will definitely get something out of it. And when there is that point in monk mode where you're just like, why am I doing this? Why am I even trying this monk mode? I'm not gonna go anywhere with this. Like, it's just, trust me, that is where you actually have to push. And sometimes it comes as that, or sometimes it just comes as a small distraction that you feed into. It starts small, and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna have 1 chocolate chip cookie today, and that's all, and then I'll continue my monk mode. Sometimes just that actually is a big detriment to you, because you can start with that 1 cookie, but then you'll start saying 1 cookie a day for the next week, and then I'll continue the next 3 months. And I think that's a mistake I did when I started in the beginning. But now I learned. You basically learn through it. And once you're done, once you finish your 3 months, I feel like you will have learned something, at least one thing about yourself that you can actually change. And that self-awareness that you get during monk mode is huge. Just stick to it. I don't really care how you do it. Stick to it because your future self depends on it. Don't indulge in the distractions. Don't give in to the distractions. And here are a few tips. I'm going to give you 5 tips. Tip number 1 for meditation: set an alarm. Set an alarm for your phone to go off, and you get up and you have to do it. And in the alarm, put in as a note, it's time to meditate, or anything that'll actually get you to do it, any trigger word. And the second one, when it comes to diet, follow pages that actually post healthy meals and just get acquainted with the healthy food lifestyle. And with that, you'll slowly start to trick yourself to start cooking healthy or buying healthy. And it's not that expensive really to buy healthy food. It really isn't. And the third is journaling. Journaling, I think if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know by now that journaling is the best. The best advice I can give you is write down in your notes app. If you cannot get a book like this, write down in your notes app and just write about who you want to be, what you've experienced that day, what do you want to change about yourself. Write anything. Just start writing. Use it as a way to unload your stress for the day or anything that's bothering you for that day. And one more thing about journaling, you can actually write down something you don't like, something that you think is bothering you so much that you just have to let it off your chest. Write down in a paper what you hate about yourself, and write down what you can change about what you hate about yourself. So get started, just do it, and have a list. Your list is, what do you want to change about yourself? Who do you want to become out of this? And why are you doing this? Why are you doing monk mode? And remember, the questions you ask yourself are the most important. So let's put it this way. You can visualize your best self up here. And in order to get to that self, you need to go through different levels, different steps that you need to take as well. That'll get you there. And one of those steps, I feel, is going through monk mode. And just remember, the 5 things that you need to focus on: meditation, journaling, eating well, not overindulging, and exercising. If you focus on these things, guaranteed something good is gonna happen to you. Like, you are gonna experience some sort of benefit one way or the other. And you can look into this some more. There's a lot of people talking about monk mode on YouTube, and it's just something I'd recommend you take a look at. And whoever's watching, this stuff works, and this stuff changes lives, and it's changed my life, and I know for sure that if it did, it'll definitely change someone else's life. I started it because my life depended on it, and because I knew that if I didn't at least push myself to do something like this, I would end up in a completely different world. And that's why I'm here with this message telling you that it's time for you to get started, and this is one of the things that you need to implement to do that. And on that note, I'm just gonna end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too full on. And just enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, get started on the mock mode and see what kind of changes you feel, you experience, and write them down. And on that note, I'm gonna end the video right here.